This time I'm gonna introduce what's about virtual reality in general. It's I hope it's broadcasting because we are on time. We are in time, and I hope everything is already ready. And we're going to start with a collective of some YouTube channels about virtual reality, augmented reality, and so on. No? This is not a class. This is just a collection. Maybe it's useful for you because to go deep into virtual reality, you have to manage some material, some stuff that are already been done. And okay, we'll start. It's the order for all of these is a variety. It's a kind of ensaladilla rusa, ensaladilla, and you have to take it as you have preferences in those materials I show. Okay, and then I'm going to start with this YouTuber. He's called Carlos, and he's a Spanish one, and he has a YouTube channel, and it's really interesting because he keeps normally well being informed about all this stuff. You can see it's a kind of brief and about everything in technology, and it's called Distrito Metaverso. You can see it here. It's called Distrito Metaverso. So if you're Spanish or you can understand the Spanish language, it's good to get in touch with this man because he keeps very well informed, and even he has a web page and some fancy stuff about for selling. And well, this is for an entrance, so it's the beginning. We are NAFTER VR event. It's supposed to be an event. It's an event that we are preparing since some time ago, and it will probably take place in about December 2022. And okay, these materials you should take a watch at them before the event, because at the event everything should be ready or not, or waiting for it. Okay, so I'm going to continue with this another YouTuber. Is Kilian? Well, this is fucking introduction about. Es trabajitos para hacer local services. Okay, so continue. This is Kilian, that is a kind of a Spanish YouTuber too, and he is quite interesting. Although he's un poco pureta, but he's really interesting. You can watch at him because follow his channel, because he's really inside of this stuff of virtual reality and so on. He keeps very well informed, and if you enter in contact with him, he will probably tell you that if you want to reach him, get inside virtual reality. So it's a kind of fancy man, no? He keeps very well informed, so it's good enough to watch at his channel. And then continue. We could continue with this other YouTube, that is a Vancouver Film School. That is obviously a school because it's called a school, but it's about most of it cinema, and cinema applied or related to virtual reality and augmented reality. So if you are used to use schools, if your family says, okay, but why don't you study in a university? Why? Maybe you travel to this. I think it's Canadian. I guess it's Vancouver, from Vancouver. So if you have enough time, Vancouver Discover, no? And okay, but it's a school, so okay. And then, well, it's you will probably discover in this school some interesting stuff if you do it. but it's not probably necessary to go to school for that. Then we continue, and it's I think she's called Eva. She's a Russian YouTuber. Yes, a Russian YouTuber. She's a very fancy woman because she's even a climber. She climbs. You can see in his channel, in his webpage. She climbs. She combines this stuff of artificial media with natural sport and so on. So and she's well informed and can be fancy to reach this woman, this girl with his channel. Okay, we continue, and this is how immersive. And I guess this is TED. Yes, TED is a classical conferences, classical stuff of people on a scenario. So if you are fancy fan of going to a theater and see that kind of conferences, okay, you can do it. But maybe some of them you can see it in the YouTube channel, and it's not so interesting. It's not so necessary to go to that kind of places. But if you are fond of it and you don't climb and you like to go outside, okay, you can do it. But it's not already yet necessary. Okay, let's continue. This is another. This is Dinesh, an AR/VR developer. Well, let's see if it charges. Yeah. Well. This is in direct in streaming, so se cuela cada cosa en el YouTube que no veas. Bueno, this is in 2 seconds. I think this is Get Speech Flow is a kind of some software about that. Okay, this is the whole pantalla, the whole screen. But this is he's a designer, yeah, I think, and he shows some courses. So if you are fond of courses because you like very ordered knowledge, you can probably watch it, reach him because it's interesting. But you have to pay for it. So if you have enough money, we are back with this girl. Okay, this is the YouTuber. I guess he's an Indian or something like this, but I'm not sure. But no pinta mal, and so you can consider visiting his website or his webpage for a while. Okay, we continue. We continue with this stuff because this is a kind of real estate. Of course, virtual reality cannot be applied to real estate, and it's not about aspect of virtual reality. But you see, it's at the end, it's architecture applied to that. So if you want to watch that, probably better going directly to the buildings directly, not necessary. But if you are away from that, you can probably go for a while. So we continue because it's not very much interesting. Virtual reality is just for business and very few more. But although if you are a real estate businessman, you could combine, for instance, drones or something like this and fly away and fly to the buildings or so on. And then this could be another stuff that is. Yes, this is how we start. I think Kim. It's Kim, no? Yes, it's Kim. He's a kind of interviews that are interesting because in interviews sometimes you can discover not only interviews sometimes are interesting. Not if you are fond of speaking with other person that can ask you like a psychologist, what do you do at night or whatever, or even in virtual reality, you can check it. But it's quite interesting on this girl, on this Kim. And okay, we continue because we are now in this stage of virtual reality. That is Brian Howard. Well, it's propaganda. So be well dressed is not so bad, but okay, it's not necessary to go to a special designer. Okay, this is with Unreal Engine. Yes, this Brian. Yes. He's a video uploader and this on Unreal Engine, so we could discuss about that. Unreal Engine is one of the two most interesting engine modelers for modeling in virtual reality. Okay, this is not a class, but it's interesting. If you go deeper in virtual reality, you probably if you are full of ideas and designer or artist or something, you would probably have to reach or get in touch with Unreal or Unity. That are both the two main model design software. And Unreal is one of it. You can program with C, and the other C++. It's not exactly which one is for one, but okay. If you even are a computer designer, computer engineer, it's quite good to reach this both software, because you could get in touch and model with that. And this one is another virtual reality YouTube channel that is about HoloLens. That is a sort of VR glasses. That I think this video. We see it again. Okay, we see it again. Okay. And this video was the introduction of HoloLens, that are glasses for virtual reality and augmented reality. That is a good solution, a technological solution, but it's very expensive. So it maybe has this problem to be introduced in the consumer budget. So maybe if they are cheaper, they could be easier to get introduced. So take care of that. Okay, we continue. This is Alex designer for AR, and he's he's a kind of mess, but he's a designer, and well, there are a lot of designers. So if you are a designer or artist, you can self teach yourself, no? Okay, let's continue, because we are some of a lot of stuff for this streaming, for this recording video streaming. Okay, and then we continue with another school that is Vancouver. Vancouver is the same, no? It's the same. Yes, it's the same before, but okay, again a school, because schools, well, if you continue in that, it's a solution. Paying a career and going to school and going to bars and spend time with your friends, with your university friends, and go outside. But if you would like to go faster, then you can consider that possibility of virtual reality directly, okay, in YouTube or whatever. And Hugh is a 360 video designer in production profession. Okay, with Premiere Pro CC, because in Premiere you can register in 360 but edit in virtual reality, and probably you need some other software like Media Encoder, but I'm not going to give publicity to that, but they are, you see, they are the masters. So if you are a designer or virtual reality designer, you would, we probably, it's not very expensive, but you have to pay, okay?